Sai Ethana. Welcome back to my channel, Sai Tech. In today's we'll try to do the CPU throttling test comparison between the iQOO 3 device versus iQOO 7 device. So let's see friends, which phone will be having the better kind of CPU throttling, and both phones they do have the different kind of Snapdragon processors, Snapdragon 865 processor and the Snapdragon 870 chipset. So let's see friends, and if you want this kind of punch hole wallpapers, so make sure to comment below friends, and don't forget to check the links in description for this kind of punch hole wallpapers. I'll try to make a video on this iQOO 3 as well, which type of punch hole application is best for this kind of scenario. So first let me try to show you. And both phones I'm using the same kind of variant only, which is a 8GB RAM variant, as you can see, 8GB and 128GB variant, and which is a Snapdragon 865 processor. And whereas the iQOO 7, which has got the external RAM capabilities as well, which is a 8 plus 3GB of RAM variant, as you can see friends, 8 plus 3, and with the Snapdragon 870 chipset. And during this time of testing, I'll try to use with the 120Hz refresh rate in this phone, and iQOO 3, unfortunately, phone has only 60Hz, so I'll be using the 60Hz refresh rate in this iQOO 3 device. So let's see friends, which phone will be having the better kind of CPU throttling test. That is what I'm going to do. And one more quick thing, so I'll try to add the CPU throttling application into the ultra game mode as well, which I already added into the iQOO 7 as well. Let me try to go to the ultra game mode, and I have to click on this plus option, and I'll try to add the CPU throttling. As you can see friends, right now the CPU throttling is also added into the ultra game mode. So this will be kind of really good interesting test to see which phone will be having the better kind of CPU throttling management. That is what I'm going to show you right now. As you can see friends, game mode is also got activated. Confirm. Now let me try to go to the option, and let me try to select the same options what I've selected here. So 100 threads I'm trying to run right now. So these are the same settings I'm trying to use in both phones. So same settings in both phones I'm trying to use, as you can see friends clearly. This is iQOO 3 and iQOO 7 device. So let's see how much temperatures whether these both phones can actually reach. That is another thing which I'll try to check meanwhile. And the brightness is also I did set to the only 50% brightness. So slightly decrease the brightness. So 50% brightness I did set in both phones. I think slightly. Yes, it's saying it should be kind of okay. So both phones are having the same kind of brightness level at this point. So let's see friends how much the Android or throttling can be there between both phones. That is what I'm going to test in this scenario. So this will give the really good results as well. And one more thing, I'll mainly focus on the temperature and the battery as well. So right now it's 57% in this iQOO 7 and 96% in this iQOO 3 device. So let's check the CPU throttling first. Let me clear all the background applications. All the background applications are completely clean, as you can clearly see friends. So no application is running in the background. That's the first thing which I need to check before actually continuing this kind of speed test. So this CPU throttling test. Let me try to start the same time in both phones. I think everything I did correct. So let me try to start 1, 2, 3. So as you can see friends, the throttling has been started in both phones successfully, and you can see the performance score results. Wow, that's kind of shocking. As you can see the score performance numbers, so 3,30,000 and 3,37,000, they both are kind of close to each other friends. As you can see exactly, big brother versus small brother, you can exactly see the difference. So let's see which phone will remain really good till the end. That is what the winner is. So it's perfectly close to each other, Snapdragon 865 and the Snapdragon 870 chipset. You can clearly see the difference friends. It's right now increasing up to 3,40,000 as well, 3,37,000 also it increased just now in the iQOO 3 device. So let's check the temperature. I totally forgot to check the temperatures. So 33 degrees, 33, 34 is the highest, 34 is the highest in this iQOO 3, 34, and my room temperature is 30 only, and in this iQOO 7, 34. Both phones are maintaining around 34 degrees at this point. I totally forgot to check the temperature, sorry for that. So 34 degrees. So in both phones we do have the 34 degrees at this point. Let's see friends what will happen after some time. How much temperatures can increase and how much throttling can also decrease. That is what I'm going to compare. At this moment we can say the scores are slightly higher in the Snapdragon 865, slightly sometimes. So again I'll be back after a few minutes. So I'll be back maybe after close to 5 minutes of time. So let's discuss after 5 minutes of time. So which phone will be having how much kind of temperature and how much battery also can be decreased. All those details I'll try to talk. And it's really great friends. Snapdragon 865 is also kind of doing good in this iQOO 3 device. So I'll try to do this kind of CPU throttling comparison even with other processors, maybe with the Dimensity 1200 and with other phones as well, Mi11X. I'll try to include those phones also in this kind of testing, and we'll be able to get to know always the performance results during this time. And the iQOO 3 is still remaining around top, so even after 2 minutes of time. So this is remaining around close to 99%, only 98% around that. And the iQOO 7 started to decrease the graph, as you can see clearly. the graph slowly decrease in the iQ7 device, slowly, and not in the iQ3. You can see friends clearly the difference. So again I'll be back after 5 minutes. As you can see friends clearly after close to 5 minutes of time. So close to 5 minutes of time the performance differences between both phones, the graph, so 3,11,000 and 3,18,000. So Snapdragon 865 in the small brother in the iQ3 device, it's kind of doing really great. So again it decreased just now when I try to flip the phone. I'm not sure, but let's check the temperature. 37.8 degrees, 39, 40 degrees is the highest temperature, 40 degrees. So 40.6 is the highest degrees temperature which is recorded in the iQ3 device, and backside 35.4, 35, 37, 38, 38, 38 is the highest, 39 as well, 39.2 somewhere around here, and 39.8. So 40 is the highest degrees in the small, in the iQ3, and iQ7 I think 39.2, not bad, 39.2. 39.2 is the highest, 39.4, so 36, 39, but overall the temperature is slightly not less than the iQ3 device. That's iQ3 has got slightly more temperatures, as you can see 40.4 degrees, 39.8 degrees, 40 degrees as well, as you can see slightly close to each other but slightly higher in the iQ3 device. But that's resulted in this kind of high performance results, I think so, as you can see, which you are getting right now. So again I'll be back friends after maybe close to 10 minutes of time, then we can discuss actual more readings in depth. So right now as you can see friends, we did get close to 10 minutes of time. So let's see in the 10 minutes which phone has got what kind of temperatures first. And the temperature first in the iQ3, which reached up to 41.8 degrees, 41.8 degrees, and iQ7 40.8 degrees. As you can see friends, overall 1 degrees higher in this small brother which is the iQ3 device. So maybe because of the metal frame, I am not sure, metal body I think so. So 40 degrees on the back side, that's a lot. So 40.4, 40. As you can see 41 degrees overall. And let's check the iQ7's temperature on the back side as well. 36, 36 and 38, 41 somewhere around here. That's weird, 41 degrees, 40.6. So 40.4, 40.8, 41. As you can see 41.2. 41.2 in this exact spot, which is also reached, and here is the highest 41.4. So both phones are slightly kind of close to each other friends in terms of the temperatures and in terms of the performance. Let's see the scores. Performance scores are also slightly close to each other as well, the performance scores. So we'll be able to get to know once the test has been finished in 15 minutes, then we can decide average, medium and the highest score which phone has reached. Snapdragon 865 or Snapdragon 870. That is going to be really epic one. So right now as you can see friends, we're getting close to that kind of CPU throttling results as well. So finally it's kind of close to 15 minutes of testing. So I am very curious to see friends, so either the small brother or big brother, which will be winner, iQ7 or iQ3. So only few seconds more. So I'm going to test the temperatures first. It's 41.6 is the highest recorded and 41.2 is the highest recorded, and the final the results are done. As you can see friends, this is the complete results for the 15 minutes of score in both phones. So 41.2 is the highest and 41.6, 41.8 is the highest. I can actually feel a lot of heat coming from the backside as well. So 30, 38, 38, 39 as you can see clearly. So the highest temperature recorded in the iQ3 device, and here the highest is also kind of close to 41 degrees as well in the iQ7 as well, as you can see clearly. So now let's explore the scores. So which phone has got what kind of performance scores? That's also matters. And maximum. So maximum score we got about 3,42,000. That's really great. Let me take the screenshot. And try to take a screenshot and keeping in the gallery as well. So now let me slightly increase the brightness so you'll be able to see it properly. So friends, as you can see 3,44,000 and 42,000. That's really great. And the average 3,24,000. And the average is 3,21,000 as you can see, and the minimum is 285, minimum is 291. Wow. The CPU total up to 89% of its maximum performance, and CPU total up to 88%. 89 and 88, you can see clearly the difference between both. So it's really good friends. I did not expect this kind of performance from the Snapdragon 865 and from this iQ3 in terms of the performance wise especially. So seriously, it's really like a monster, I would say, It's like a old Monster versus this new Monster which is present here, which is coming equally to this kind of Snapdragon 870 chipset, friends. So not only in the Antutu benchmark test, even in the CPU throttling test as well, it's kind of really tough competition between these both phones. But I need to do the speed test. That will be the really good test comparison between both phones, which I will be doing the speed test using 30 applications and 40 applications. In that way, I'll be able to test it, the performance and all those details. So make sure to follow me regularly, friends, which I'll be doing ultimately a lot of in-depth comparison between both phones, you know about me. So thank you for watching, and this is a quick comparison between both phones. And see you in the next video, friends. Until then, stay tuned. Bye.